Sheriff doesn't like to work too hard in this part of the world. Alright, Allistair, you're up. You're standing in front of Slim.
But do you mean Hagii instantly? Because...
Oh, did he go away?
Well, Hagii's character is not named Allistair. Allistair is...
Oh, I'm
Sushi.
sorry.
Yeah, I was really confused. I was
I'm
like, I went
sorry.
from breakfast to...
I have like 3 character sheets open. I had the wrong one up front.
I was just like, ham and eggs, dear.
You're up to your neck in French toast, so you just go back to eating.
Best French toast ever.
Johan, sorry. You're now presented with Slim, who obviously you've been briefed that is a local representative of the Thieves Guild, and this shenanigans with the riverboats and the farmlands possibly being attacked. You don't have the scouts aren't back yet. They're due tomorrow. This is probably the most bit of actual crime that's happened in a while. So, you've got questions.
Sounds like I do. Alright. So, I'm going to, God, I don't know. I approach Slim and ask him the following. Hey, Slim, what you got over there in those fucking boxes, huh?
Wait a minute. Sheriff promised you he wasn't going to ask about those boxes.
Yeah, well, time's up. I got dead bodies all over the fucking place, and I need answers. You're gonna give them to me, buddy.
Look, I've told the sheriff nothing in here is of any consequence. I'm sure it can all be accounted for. It just takes some time to draw up the right paperwork. But
maybe you don't understand how this fucking works, buddy. You're gonna tell me what's going on with these boxes and what's going on with this body I found down the fucking river, or else I'm gonna take you back to the sheriff and we're gonna go upside your head.
Okay, listen, look, just never, Slim, who's never had high tolerance for threats of violence.
Right, of course.
Is like, look, these boxes had nothing to do with the shipping trouble that you're having. I mean, they couldn't possibly have come from those ships. They never arrived here. This is stuff that's been lingering around this warehouse waiting for transfer. That's all it is. It's nothing. It's just overflow goods. Missing in transit kind of thing. I was going to put them back on the next available ferry, I swear.
All right, can I take a sidebar here real quick to ask a question?
Yeah.
So I have essentially NPCs with me right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get them to do something for me?
You can ask.
Okay. I nod to one of my henchmen and direct him to the boxes located near the wall and make the notion that he's going to investigate them.
The guard standing next to the sheriff looks up at you and sees you gesturing towards the boxes. He shrugs, taps out his pipe, walks over to the nearest, or one of the piles of crates near to one of the walls, and starts looking for lids to open. You want to watch him while he does this, or are you going to go back to questioning him, or?
I'm gonna say, alright, Slim, this is your last chance. You either tell me what's going on around here, or something bad's gonna happen, and I know your guild buddies aren't gonna want to hear it neither.
For like the 18th time today, he's ready to faint.
Good.
He's like, okay, listen, this is what I know. Is that...
Alright, I'm gonna step out of the fucking shadows here.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna step out of the shadows here.
Okay. Johan, just as Slim is starting to answer your question, the guard who you sent to investigate the nearest crate says, "Blimey!" Jumps back. You look over as a shadowy figure emerges. And
I pull out my sword.
I figured that would happen.
I unsheath my sword.
So this is going well.
This is a great first meeting.
I think I was
And,
shooting a little high on the 3 days until someone dies.
Yeah, we'll have to check the over-under with Vegas on this one.
And ask him to identify himself.
Well, I identify myself as a business associate of Slim, who has come from Reach to check up on things. And Slim was just, and I tell him how Slim was just regaling me with this tale about how he knows nothing. And I give
Slim looks at you.
I give Slim a dirty look.
Slim looks at you, cringes. Slim looks at Johan, cringes. Slim looks at the door with a forlorn, wishful look. Like, if only he could get to the door.
I say out to the mysterious stranger,
Yeah.
aka axe murderer. Well, listen, buddy. I don't know what your business is, but Slim's out of it. And I nod to my guards to apprehend Slim.
Oh, snap. Slim's like, but I haven't done anything, I swear! These
Save
are
it,
all
buddy.
legitimate shipping mistakes. And as he protests, as one of the guardsmen claps him by the shoulder and starts to lead him out the exit.
And then I say to the mysterious stranger, I don't know about you, but I get better business partners. This guy's a real fucking chumhead.
So hilarious. Okay.
I nod in agreement, and I start to head for the exit. And as I'm walking by Slim, I just nod toward him and say, "Don't worry about it. That you don't know anything, and there's nothing that they can do to you. You're not guilty of anything." And then I exit.
Could I hear that?
Oh yeah. I wasn't
Okay.
whispering.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
alright,
if it
well,
was,
then
like,
you
delineated
learned that.
differently.
And Slim doesn't seem very convinced at the moment of anything, but he files out in front of the guardsman, and in behind him piles the sheriff, still smoking on his pipe. And so, Axe, the shadowy stranger, has left the building. What are you gonna do, Hagii? You gonna follow them to the...
I am going to follow Slim, and we're going to take him back to town.
Okay. It's not very far, it's only a few blocks kind of thing. It's not
Okay,
big town.
that's fine. Take him
So
to
you
the
guys do
lockup.
that. So you guys are going downtown, so to speak. Axe has, well, as a precaution, has slipped around a corner, is already out of sight. And we're going to leave you at that. And we're going to go back to Julia. Julia,
Can't believe you drew a sword on me.
I expected nothing less.
Slim never said the fucking warehouse was empty.
Yeah, well. They don't expect strangers coming out of shadows.
Did it not work?
It worked pretty good. So, alright. By the way, I expect everyone to be keeping personal notes, okay, on what we discussed and what you learned and stuff, because I can't be responsible for refreshing everyone's memory every 2 sessions, so keep a notepad open or scratch piece paper or whatever. Okay. Julia, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, well, you wake up. It could have been a few moments, it could have been a couple minutes, you don't know, but you're no longer in the carriage. You're on the ground, and there is you find it hard to breathe. There's a crushing vice-like grip around your neck.
Oh.
Yeah.
I panic and
do.
try to look around. Am I
Okay.
facing the ground, or I'm trying
you're
to?
face up. You see sky, overcast. It's still raining in your face. So you start to look around as your vision comes back. It's a little blurry. You see the following. You see a giant tree that has fallen down across the horse path. You see a big tangle of horses and tackle and all sorts of carriage material in front of it, or on top of it, or under it. Combination, you can't quite make it all out. You see the rumpled figure of Rolf draped over the trunk of the tree. He's not moving. You don't know if he's dead. You don't know if he's unconscious. All you know is that that's what you see. And then as you look backwards, kind of your eyes roll up your head, kind of looks what would be upward. You can just make out underneath the carriage Ilsa, and she is also on her back. And without a moment's notice, she slides out of view and a scream.
Ooh. Well, I immediately...
So, go ahead.
I put my hands around my neck to grab at whatever is...
A large, scaly fist attached to a large, scaly arm, attached to an even larger, scalier body of a green-skinned, buck-toothed, red-eyed orc.
Okay, let me see if I know orc for whatever reason.
Don't think you do.
And I don't.
Yeah. The orc is slobbering over you. Go ahead.
I choke. I just tried desperately to get free, just pawing at my neck.
Start struggling.
Is he strangling me? Like, am
No,
I choking?
not like strangling the life out of you. He's just pinned you to the ground.
Okay, then
culture savage.
I say probably for the first minute, or I don't try to communicate with him. I just try
Right.
desperately to get away from
Just
it.
struggle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're struggling, and he's having to put up. He's having to use his strength to hold you in place, but mostly because he's arrogantly trying to hold you down with just one hand. But it also, at the same time, he's like turns his head over his shoulder to something you can't see and is laughing and grunting in some guttural, god-awful language, presumably Orcish. But at the same time, you can pick out the sounds of combat. So at least someone else is still alive and actively engaging the orcs. It can only be Frederick doing what he was trained to do. So there is a battle going on.
I reach, if I can. I don't know. I reach for where my dagger would be.
Well, it's usually I don't know, where do you usually keep it?
Probably
Does it just be like in a belt thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, it's on you. I mean, the orcs. This has been so quick, this attack, and the orcs so sure of their victory. They haven't exactly been taking precautions to disarm women for sure. And the orc who has you pinned down is actively watching over your shoulder now. So he's glued on the combat. So you can reach your dagger.
Okay, I will. I don't know if I want to go for my dagger, because, I mean, if they wanted to kill me, they would have killed me already. But...
Well, you don't have to necessarily attack him with it, but you can draw it, likely being unseen right now.
Yeah, I think I'll do that, and...
Kind of sleeve it, like palm it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've palmed your dagger successfully, and just for the record, you do have your... I guess did you memorize both spells to be cantrips today?
Oh right, I do no, another one has to be, enchantment, so probably would be sleep.
Okay, so you have sleep at your disposal, and you do have a cantrip as well, which, while is useless in a damaging or a controlling point of view, is not without its uses for distraction purposes. It's just something to keep in mind.
Alright, well, I will, no, I wouldn't be able to sleep him without possibly sleeping myself.
Oh, it's an AoE, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me bring up the spell descriptions while we're here.
Can I see over his shoulder? Like he's looking
not
at
from
something.
your current
Can
position. You get glimpses every few seconds of another orc. Oh, two orcs, really. One sitting on your luggage, and the third one, you can tell from the motions he's making, is swinging a weapon of some sort and is clashing with someone. You can't quite see his combatant, though, from your current position, because this guy's in the way.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try to position the spell so it will exclude me, but, and include this guy, but as much, I don't know if there's any other orcs that I could possibly hit, but I'm gonna try to do that.
From where you were at, the orc sitting on the luggage and the combatant are about 10 feet from each other, and the distance from the luggage to you is probably another 15, because everything flew forward after the crash, so it's all resting up against the tree. I'll let you think about that.
Okay.
Over to Chewie.
Yes,
Elnan.
sir.
So you have been tromping around for about half an hour, just enjoying another idyllic morning in the
Naturing.
woods.
Splashing around in the
all
mud.
up. Sing the hills are alive with the sound of Chewie.
Alright, we're gonna reevaluate my character.
I immediately kill myself. Okay, when two things happen. A, you answer the question, if a tree falls in the forest and you're not there to see it. Doesn't make sound yes, because you heard a tree fall. Second,
But I was there to hear it, so that doesn't answer the question.
you were
Boom,
there
got
to
him. Get wrecked.
You were there to see it. Alright. Yeah, I know. Okay. Second, you hear a rather blood-curdling scream. A woman. It's further down the trail to the east. You can't quite judge the distance. Sounds tend to echo off the trees in here.
Wouldn't I, with my knowledge of the forest and shit, understand how far it goes based on?
Well,
I've
you can
found-
estimate, but it's not going to be 100% accurate yet. Like, you know, come on, you're still a druid in training, level 1. Give it a break.
I know. Shut the fuck up, Chewie.
Yeah, Chewie, you suck.
It's
Boo!
57 meters to the northeast. No, it's if you were to think back, go ahead. What?
Within running distance, or it'll take me a long time to get there.
No,
Distance.
it wouldn't have been. You count things in lightning strikes, because that's how your knowledge of sound works. So this is less
Flashing
than
lights.
less than a quarter of a lightning strike. No, the distance, the time it takes between you see the light and you hear the thunder, because that's the speed of sound. So,
I get it. Go on.
so just a fraction of a second, you would figure from whoever screamed before it reached your ears. So,
Close enough to run to.
couple hundred meters. Yeah, you can take off. You
We'll
can go
do
at it.
that.
Okay, so you run off at a good sprint through the woods, and that takes us back to town.
Woo!
Where our hard-nosed Paladin detective has just arrived at the impromptu prison cell that they put usually drunk farmers in when they get on the line, and where Slim is now pacing rather frantically. And you're standing there with the sheriff. You want to address the sheriff? You want to go see Slim? What do you want to do?
I want to sit down and take a sigh of relief knowing that my first part of my day is done and it's almost lunchtime. As the only joys in my life are lunch and dinner.
Ye old grind.
Yeah, that's right. On the grind. My escape from users.